Hello and welcome to another Heroes of the Storm Quick Tip. Today I wanted to talk about the danger of free. And by what I mean is when you have an advantage, thinking that something belongs to you or is easily taken or, oh, the enemy team can't be there. Now, anyone who's played Storm League for any amount of time knows how bad it is to assume if you have an edge that the enemy team is going to respond accordingly and respect that and not be in a certain place. And how wrong that assumption is and has died to it probably multiple times. In coordinated play, the same thing applies, although it's a little less often. Um, and that's because people can look at the same situation and go, hey, this isn't actually as big an edge as one team thinks it is. So in this case, just as an example, we're looking at our Tychus here, who's trying to clear wave really aggressively, stepping up further than they should without vision of the enemy team, to try and get a 16 quicker. And we want 16 ideally before we have to clear out mid. So about 2 waves. And so what they see is very similar, that there's only one hero showing on each side. In this case, Cassia. In this case, Tychus. And so what they end up doing is they're like, hey, these guys are really stepped up, and there's only 2 of them, and now we have vision. Let's go get them. And as you can see, I tried to anchor a bit, but as a Deathwing, I don't have all that many options to stop them. So they kill Tychus. We get our 16 as planned, and we get to clear mid for free. So in essence, because that happened, we did get what we wanted, but now we're down a hero. But now, you can see where they're going. D.Va's already headed here. They're all headed here. They're like, hey, this bruiser camp is free now. So why is this not necessarily free? Well, the 2 main reasons is we didn't use any heroics. Like, I used Fear, which is not that big a deal, and really should not be used in many of these situations. But they used 4 heroics, and the only one still up is D.Va's little mini missiles. So, we're also up a talent tier. So if we want to take a fight here, or just look, we can take maybe an engage, look for a pick. Maybe we get mind control on somebody. Maybe Lornado shows someone somewhere. This is not as free as it looks. You have to play this carefully. And so what happens? Well, you can see I'm here. I'm going to do some early damage to the Johanna. Syl's getting free damage on the Johanna. And because the D.Va walks in was autoing me, she's going to take a lot of incidental damage from Sylv and myself. And because they're in such a close space, what's going to happen is all my damage here is amplified. All my abilities are amplified. Malthael loves doing this. He can hit everybody and jump around from person to person. And so what you see ends up happening is mind control does land. D.Va dies. Deathwing gets a big conflagration and blows up most of their team. And so again, they went in here thinking, hey, this is free. This is as free as it gets here. This is their point of view. Instead, what happens is Joe's already lost over half her life. D.Va's in a crappy place. They're split. And then nothing of value happens. And Johanna actually would die if not pulled for Anduin. They essentially gave us an optimal way to disrupt them. I'm not saying it couldn't have worked, and if they had played more carefully, they couldn't have gotten this. What I'm saying is, when you look at these things for free and you come in such a manner, you have to realize that sometimes they're not free. And just as an example, earlier in the game, assuming the replay won't crash, this is another example of something that is free, but isn't really free. So as you can see, this tower here has 11 health points. It's dead to anything. Stark walks all the way up, tries to hit it with overkill to kill it. You notice he has a grenade. He could have walked up, grenaded it, dashed back, mounted, and left. Or anything else. And instead he tried to do that, walked way up, didn't kill it, and then gets jumped and killed. And so this is another example of this is free, so obviously I can just do something silly to go get it, collect my, $200 and leave. And no, he went straight to jail or the Hall of Storms, whatever you want to call it. And so just something to keep in mind. Just because something on the map looks free does not necessarily mean it is. Always use caution. All right, that's it. Have a great day.